are live. I think we're good. Let's just let that play out. Hey guys, it's been a hot minute, hasn't it? It's no matter what I try to do, my intentions are to show all the things for you guys and to share tips and tricks and ideas, and gosh darn it, life gets in the way. So I am here today. I hope you are joining me. If not, catch the replay. We are going to play with one of the new products that is coming out tomorrow. We have a big release coming tomorrow. If you look back a couple videos, you'll see I went through all the transfers and the surfaces, and so much fun coming. So let's do a quick project, and then I'll show you this month's club transfer as well. All right, okay. So we are going to use, moss and saffron. These two were our En Vogue colors back in like September, October, November, I think-ish. And then, of course, bright white. We're also going to be, since we, let me get them. Let's see. We retired our simple shapes recently, the circle and the square, the 6-inch surfaces, and now we'll have them available. This is the wood version that they got rid of. Now we're going to have it in a chalkboard version, which means you can make projects and switch them out at your leisure, which is awesome, right? So I'm going to use, and I think I'm going to use the square. I think the square is kind of the more abstract look I'm going for today. So we're going to do that, but we will have 5-inch wood surfaces coming out because we have those outside the box frames. Remember, where you can slip this down in there. It's the stain on one side, the whitewash on the other, and then the 5-inch will also come with a chalkboard surface, the boutique finish. So it'll be the black on the one side and then the white chalkboard on the other. Unfortunately, the 6-inch sizes that they are giving us is only white. I don't know why they don't do black, but they're doing white. So we're gonna kind of have to dull that down a bit. That's a little bright for me. So we'll just use that insert. And then I found this really fun rattan hanging thing, which I really thought was pretty cool. I bought this actually before I even saw the spring release and thought, ooh, that'd be kind of neat to use our wood pieces on, but now I have a chalkboard piece to use on there. So we'll just hot glue that on and that'll be fine. So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. Just want to make sure that's in the picture there. All right, so let's start. So what I did too is I'm going to show you. This is the before. It's very bright, a very bright like plywood color wood. And I took some just distressing ink that like a card maker would use, and I just kind of distressed the wood beads, and then I also just distressed the entire frame there. So that's what I did prior. Here is the design we're going to use. It's called Bold Daisy, and we're going to take this big old guy out. We're going to use him on our square chalkboard. Hello, Mom. Okay. All right, so that's that one. Let's turn this over. We're going to call this Bold Daisy. Again, spring release coming at you tomorrow. Oh my gosh, you guys, so many. I think there's like 50 plus transfers. A new, or like 3 or 4 different paste palette 6-packs. Remember, you buy 5, you get 1 free. So the 6-packs are the same price as getting 5. What else? All kinds of new surfaces. Outside the box surfaces are arch and easel. Oh gosh, there's so many. I'm gonna scream, there's so many. And then our color of the month is Disco. It's gonna be like a platinum. So if you remember Nominee being a really smooth gold color, the Disco will be the same but in silver. So I'm excited to get that. My order hasn't shipped yet. We were able to place an order starting for February 1st, everybody, customers, club customers, designers. If you place an order at $75 or more, then you get the option to add those to your cart, and you can add up to 3. They let you add up to 3. So if you like silver, this is the one to get. You definitely want this finish. I love these finishes better than our shimmers. I like our shimmers, but I really like these pewter colors. The metallic colors are amazing. So, all right, we're gonna put this aside. Because first we're gonna prep this guy. And I think, I'm not gonna sand it. Do not wax if you're gonna ever paint your chalkboards first. But I think we're gonna paint this guy with our moss first. I'm just going to kind of load up a foam brush. Hoping to get a really cool look with this when we're all done. I just thought the white was too stark. And of course, when I think of a daisy, I know there's different colored daisies, but when I think of a daisy, I think of a white daisy. I guess in the comments, tell me what your favorite color daisy is. I wouldn't say I have a favorite, but I do feel like they should be white. But I have seen like purples and pinks and oranges and purples, which I think is really pretty. Just gonna get a little bit more here. And what I might do is add just a spritz of water, just to kind of spread it a little bit more. So just a little spritz there. You can use, if you want to use your craft paints, your acrylic paints, whatever you want. I'm going to kind of put just like a crosshatch pattern in here, just because we're getting tons of paint strokes in here. So we're just going to say, I intended it to be that way. So let's do this. Boop. It's all about the patterns these days. Okay, wow, that looks kind of neat. I have to say, that looks kind of cool. So let's go ahead and put that down. It's almost like a grass woven type look. All right. Close this up. We don't need this anymore. Again, this is moss. I did not check to see if we still had it. But it is an en vogue color, so we haven't changed those out yet. So I'm guessing we do still have it. Okay, let's use our quick dry tool and get it dried up. Then we'll give it a light waxing, and then we will chalk on it. And because we're going to wax it, we're not going to have to fuzz our transfer, which I'm happy about, because when you're using a really big transfer on a small surface, you don't want to have to take that whole thing off your backer sheet. So we're going to kind of just slide it under and chalk it. We want to make sure this is nice and dry. Hello on Instagram. Hello on YouTube. Hello, hello. Say hi, guys. Hit that heart button. Okay. All right. Got that done. All right, let's bring our transfer over. And like I said, we're going to use this guy right here. So what we're going to do, oh, first we have to wax. Let's not skip that step. That step is very important to me. I feel like I get better results when I do that. That's dirty. Okay. I'm going to take just some paper towels. And just rub it on there. And just kind of spread it. Make sure I got it covered. If not, grab some more. Make sure you get it side to side, every inch covered. I'm going to buff it in. Just kind of rub it quickly with a little bit of pressure. You can kind of see it'll have a little bit of a shine to it. You'll feel also the resistance of the wax will not be there anymore. It'll feel very slippery. Okay, good. That's good, that's good. Let's cover that up. All right, now let's bring this over. Again, we're gonna use that guy. He's a little bit bigger than the surface we're using, so that is okay. We're just gonna slip this guy in. So I can see where it's going. And I know I'm not going to be able to get, you know, the whole flower on there. And I'm going to try to center the center of the flower on there. I think that looks pretty good. And then just make sure you really flatten that out. We're going to want to avoid this little guy. We're going to avoid that. And I'm going to avoid this. If you have placement tape, you can tape over just to remind yourselves. But I am going to hopefully not forget. Okay, let's use our saffron for the center. Okay. Let me make sure I am in the middle here. Okay. Let's get this guy. Actually, he may be a little bit too big. Let's go with my tools out. We're going to go with a multi-tool. Because on one end is like a 1/2 inch squeegee here. And we'll chalk the center. All right, once you get it covered, get off that excess, put it back in your jar. Okay. All right. Now, put this over here. Then we're going to go with our white. And what I might do is, we're just going to clean off that mini. I was going to use my, well, I guess I could use our small here. Let's dunk that in. Pick up some paste. Remember, we're going to avoid some areas, so I'm going to try to be very careful about what I do here. Make sure I don't get certain areas of the transfer, because I really just want the petals. That's all I want to do. There we go. Okay. Come down this way. Kind of just dragging my excess along. And remember, we're avoiding that. Pick up some extra paste here. Take it to the edge. There's a little bit in the corner here I gotta get. Get that excess off, but just watch where you're chalking. Grab a little more. Because we waxed, I would be able to probably get a little bit of that off if I did happen to chalk. Oh no. Hopefully Instagram is still going. My computer just bombed. I apologize if it's not. Because I waxed, I could be able to pick up if I made any little mistakes, okay? All right, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and get this guy off. I'm gonna start my glue gun too. Start warming that up. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. That is so cool. It's also important to wax if you're gonna do a color or white on top of a color. Very important to do that. Because then the color underneath won't run into the white. Let's see if I can get Instagram back up here for you. Get it nice and dry. See, I have a little white on the end here that will take off. Okay. I'm going to get a little bit of a wipe here. Okay, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it, but there's a little bit of white here that I'm hopefully going to be able to just take that off. And then there's a little bit of white there. I'm going to try, actually, my detail tool here. We're going to try to flake a little bit of that off. Let's see. We may have to go over that a little bit with our green sponge here, just to fill that in. Same thing down there. Okay. All right. Let's get that dry. All right, let's get, I want to get some brighter yellow. I'm going to put a little bumblebee in the middle there, just to brighten that up a little. Let's get another brush. Excuse me. I'm kind of just dabbing it in within that, wherever that gosh, what color was that? Saffron was. Actually, probably should have done the bumblebee. I didn't realize, it looks like the saffron might be a little too dark. So I'm just going to kind of dab it. Okay, it's almost done here. I think that definitely lightens it up for sure. For sure. Much better. Much, much better. Okay, let's get this dry. And I'm going to kind of go around the edges with that distressing ink. And then we'll put it all together. And it will look amazing. Again, all our new products come out tomorrow, 9 a.m. Mountain, which is 11 a.m. Eastern. I will definitely make a post about it to remind y'all. If you'd like to get a quick text message, go ahead and text the word chalk to 513-717-5533. I'll also put out an email, so if you're on my email list, again, go ahead and comment either text or email, and I'll get you set up. Okay. All right. Let's put this away. Now we're going to take just our sanding block here. I'm going to take it to my garbage. Just go over the edges. Okay. You could see the edges there that I've kind of distressed. You can go over the whole thing actually if you wanted to. It depends on how you like your distressing. Let's bring our ink over. Where'd that go? Here it is. So this is the ink I use. And then I use this little like dauber brush. And I'm going to use Vintage Photo. All right, and I just kind of swirl it around in there. Then we'll go around those edges where we sanded. And that will pick up our distress ink. We can always freshen this up. You know, you can get as messy as you want. Go into the flowers more. Okay, just mess it up a little bit here. All right. See if you can see that. All right. And then we're going to bring over our frame here. Gosh, this can look so good. All right, so here's our frame. This is done. I think this is just the shine. And then, not sure what happened there. I think I need to add a little bit of white here. Probably have to go over that again. Not sure, something must have scratched it. Okay. Okay, let me dry that real quick. Then we're gonna have to hit it with a little bit of that ink. Can't even tell. Can't even tell. Oh my gosh, isn't that going to look so pretty? All right, and I am just going to probably just spread glue here. We'll set it. And then that'll be that. See one more little spot I want to cover. Okay. All right, let's just get this glued up here. And then some will probably go through that rattan pattern. That's okay. Ooh, hot. Be careful you don't burn yourself. Okay, let's stand up here a little bit. So I got 3 here and about 3.5 on top and bottom. Oh my gosh, it is pretty, thank you. I like it. I like it a lot. A very, very cool spring decor that you can hang. Okay, just want to make sure that does not come up. I'll try to blend this in a little bit. There. Okay. All right, guys, that is it. Gosh, I love it. I hope you guys do too. Simple, simple decor that you can do on your own at home. No need to go shopping at a big box store. Plus, you did it by using your own hands, your own creativity, and that's something to be proud of. So hopefully you'll be looking for that text or email tomorrow morning announcing the arrival of our new spring products. Let's quickly chat about our February club transfer. Now, when you are a member, this month you will receive our chuckable shape boot. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's white. It's a white chuckable shape. Here's the transfer. It has kind of a couple layers to it. Let me get this out. Okay, so here's the transfer. So you get the boot, and it has kind of like a cool pattern there, but you can place this pattern down first. I want to say that will go first, and then you chalk this layer on top of it. So you'll definitely have to play where it goes. And then they give you like a bouquet of flowers to put like it's coming out of the boot. I kind of have a cute idea, I think, that I want to do with this. So maybe we'll do that tomorrow. And then Decor Cutouts is a store on Etsy that does have cutouts that match the rest of the pieces. So go check that out. If you would like to be a subscriber, go ahead and comment club to ask more questions. It is $21.99 a month. That's US dollars. We do have it for our club, for our Canadian members. And next month, they're switching up, you guys. Switching it up. It's going to be an ink project. You're going to love it. So if you love the boot and you want to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. And then you'll get this one. And then you just need a 3-month commitment. That's all they ask before you cancel. But you're not going to want to cancel because things are getting better and better by the month. So stick around with us. We are doing great things, you guys. All right. Thanks for hopping on today.